live shit is not lit up, and yeah, that shit fucked.
Aaron Donald, unstoppable force. Fearmonger. J.J. Watt. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You gonna get a let's go, man. Who calling me? We ain't even answering the phone right now. This is the last phone call get answered. What's up? What up? Yeah, well, what's up?
Why my stream ain't working?
Alright, bet. Man, listen. Come on.
No. Don't worry about it, Ghost. Don't worry about it, Ghost. Hey man, you still making sure our man folks can join if they want to the chat. You just booted all them. You just booted all them 2K niggas, right?
Man, fuck them niggas, man. I'll make a new party after I'm done killing you, man. I don't need nobody in here bothering me, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. We about to lynch Drew Lock getting lynched tonight, boy. Woo! Let's go, man. I'm gonna break this nigga. I'm gonna break fucking Hunt. I'm gonna break that bitch. Wait till I catch him. I'm gonna break his ass. I'll be ready for your screen today, boy. I'm gonna be ready for that screen today. As soon as you do it, I'm gonna come crack that nigga, bro. I'm gonna crack your shit.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New
Orleans.
Let's
go, baby.
We are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams make their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
Let's go, boy.
Let's get up in there. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I must have tried this bitch.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Get the fuck on me, bitch.
Get this one out
you know me, bitch.
Midfield across the 45.
Fuck wrong with you?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
Let's go. Let's go. Get the fuck off me, nigga.
Work this down.
Get off of me, man.
Line. Tackled there.
Playing with you,
12
boy.
yards there. Good for a Saints first down. You were
Shut up,
telling me this
nigga.
yesterday. That's exactly
You know
what
what's
they
up.
want to do on the
You know
opening
what's
drive.
up, man.
Watch this. Watch this,
Yeah,
nigga.
remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about
Pick your
playing some
play,
big boy football.
nigga.
Line up,
I
get
done picked my
leverage,
play,
knock
nigga.
people back, and establish the run early.
I can't
Let's
hold
go.
that.
By Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Right there.
Hey, bro, run that shit, bro. Run that shit, bro.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Let's go.
And
Let's
he's going to
go.
have
Y'all
another
can't do my
first
defense
down
better
as
than
the
that.
tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard
Fuck your
line.
defense, nigga.
Still got to get in the end
A
zone.
nice drive to
I
start
ain't worried
this
about it.
one.
I'll
Seems pretty
take a
scripted and
field
pretty
goal
successful
first
so
drive.
far.
Oh, will
I
you?
think they did it without our help.
Will you?
Because you remember when we sat in
yeah,
in the
for sure.
production
I was
meeting
on
with
the
them to
board.
talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few
I just
plays.
want to
They
go
didn't
to the
seem
board,
to
you know what I mean? It ain't
You're
nothing
the
that
smart
serious,
one.
bro.
Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Take four.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette.
Let's hit that
And not
nigga
much, maybe a yard down to the
Come on, bro. That's
23.
Deon, bro.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota, it's caught, Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Mariota on first down. That is caught at the
He
7-yard
fumbled,
line.
man. Oh, my fucking God, bro.
It's picked up
Yo,
by the
Rashawn.
Titans. And a big turnover there as
Yo,
the guys will get
nigga.
the football back. Often on fumbles,
Get
you
your
know
ass
the guy
popped.
who coughs it up and
Stay
says,
out my
"Geez,
middle,
what
bro."
did he do?" But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my
That
man.
is
I'm not even
fucking
going to tip
crazy,
it.
bro.
I'm going to doff my
They don't
cap
come
to
out
him.
like that.
Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
X3, 218, chop.
A first carry now for Kareem.
Let's go.
And
Let's
he'll get
go.
this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's running.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. They'll go
I'm here,
straight
nigga.
up.
We here, nigga.
And he'll
We here. I tell you about that shit, nigga. We here.
Alright. Alright, you right.
Down.
Pussy.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Play your area.
On 3rd down. Steps away to his left.
Let's go. Good D. Let's go.
Fuck.
That's a key down.
Let's
in
go,
any game
G-Lock.
you play.
Let's go,
Third down
man.
Defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
You don't get to run no kicks back, nigga. No punts, nigga. None of that, bro. I don't do that. I don't do that. Oh, that's what you're running? For sure. For sure.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
It comes, and he lost the football.
Come on, man.
Yard loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Look who it is.
Some guys just have a knack.
Hey, you traded him to me, remember?
Got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football.
Come on, man. Come on.
And that
Come on.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Sheldon Rankins.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Give me that, bro.
Get that bitch.
Gain of 3.
Get that bitch, yo.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. 30 base. Get up.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and
Oh,
short.
man, come on, man. What the fuck is that shit?
Tennessee
Come on, man.
Let's go, baby.
As his guys are able to strike
fucking
first
trash,
here in this
bro.
opening quarter.
You missed.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Trash ass shit, man. That shit fucking
The
crazy,
kickoff
bro.
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
Who you
away.
lost to, Ghost? You lost to Mason?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
And don't worry about Ghost. You in the game right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one need for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr.
Get that.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I got it.
Throwing is Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
He got a fumble there.
3 yards is the distance on the punt.
He got some fumble there.
And it'll be Titan football.
Hey, bro, what kind of punt is that you just did, though, bro? You didn't hit stick me.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it here with
Oh, my God, bro.
He's got a first down and then 7 midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Let's go, Kareem.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Dance
And
on
the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken to the
Why you to bring that out, B?
I ain't been no shit out like that.
Check. Block 54. You're not ready, Clem.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tommy, bro.
14-0 the score.
Doing his
This
thing.
is the NFL.
Getting that ball, taking it straight outside, bro. That running back, as soon as he get it, he hit the truck stick. That shit mad weak, bro. That shit weak. I ain't knocking him. I'm just saying, you know. A loss is a loss.
To contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Just beat me with some kind of skill,
From
bro.
the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, Eli.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Locke.
Let's go, Watt.
He goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, competition comes up
By the time somebody made a play.
Ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Uncorks one for Davis.
Come on, man. What the fuck is
He's
that?
got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
That's fucking
Corey
crazy,
Davis,
man.
his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's crazy, man.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jeffrey Simmons never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Fight back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, 1 set. Check mark 54. More big. Ricky.
To throw is Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Locke. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, where the ball comes from,
I'll push my niggas all the way back into my lap.
That lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
I got bank.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the
he run hard.
It's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota now. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now Locke.
I should have been past it. I was being greedy.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's Hill. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
down.
You
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it.
Mariota, are you kidding me?
Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Who, Sykes?
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What's good?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
All right, my brother.
But how will the head coach in this
Oh, my God.
You fucked up my fucking X Factor, bitch.
Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
All right, Coach.
Good one. Good little shit.
Everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
He already named his child after me. He probably going to give me a religion. Alright, I'm in chat with these hooligans, though. Nah, he ain't in here.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Down. 70. Indy. Hey. Tighten up. Go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Did Mariota get escape artist?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Check Mike, check.
To throw Mariota. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
56, right there, 56. 6-6, pull it high. You better break. I'm letting you know right.
They run again with Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You draw quarter.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check safety.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Come on, man.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Why
Give
are
him
you giving
6
this shit,
yards and a
man?
first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle by Quincy Williams. On play action, Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Right. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
I'm going to go get this other nigga.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That one complete to Hill. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
If
you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
He didn't attack. He didn't.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
I get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I tried to lob it. That's why it took so long.
Ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
What's good, D. Smith?
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
This is in good spirit.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
When the baby do?
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
He got it.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
He got it.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far.
D. Smith to go.
For the 4th quarter, a very one-sided affair.
When is it?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I don't know when my cousin's graduation is, but I'm going back home.
Now Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Let me do my
Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Who are y'all playing?
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I knew that was coming, bro. That's
Hey,
right.
P, what's up,
For
dog?
Davis to the end zone.
That nigga
And
fucking
is
bothering
caught by
me, bro.
Davis.
You not cracking that
Takes
booty,
the
man?
touchdown.
That nigga is fucking killing
Corey
me right
Davis,
now,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights.
I seen that. I was like, did they even play?
The kickoff team on the
Man,
field
he's
now
been
as they
on.
will
I
send
thought
this
he
one
was kill that
away.
man. The streets was waiting.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Use my craps right quick.
So you about to do what?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yeah.
Here's
I
Mariota.
slept about 4 or 5 today, though.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who needs to get with now and get himself calm.
What?
Run blitz there defensively.
I was like, when you bought stocks in the NBA, because where do I find
a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz. Pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
No, my confusion was, I was like, how are you getting paid on All-Star Weekend?
You're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes, so they can't run.
I was trying to see who the plug was and how I get on there.
And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You had
I'm about to accept.
You was that edge.
Block working out of the gun. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play later for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
Yeah,
Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, really, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
I'm gonna be a bomb on that MLB shit.
And so far today,
Good gracious.
He got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
I was waiting for that.
I'm a bomb with that big.
2nd and goal.
They'll
try to run with Hunt.
When you beat me,
he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
I don't think I lost
that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play.
Hey, what's the over-under that was raining?
Anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back, it just never materialized.
This is a joke.
What happened?
Every time me and D. Smith play, bro, it rains every time. Yeah.
The Titans on 3rd down.
We have not had a sunny
5 out of
game.
9 thus far.
Oh, man.
They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
She'd be losing it to the freaking
and he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25.
I thought Landon was going to lay a licking on you. That's the only reason I was switch over.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Why everybody start moving in slow motion?
Play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I'm like, if my dude's not about to react and he houses this, I'm going to be pissed. They wanted you to, like, that joint.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I thought you called it. I was about to quit.
Throw it. Mariota. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Move, bro. God damn it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I definitely thought I was about to die a horrible death by that D tackle.
Hurry.
He was wild.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.